And coming up on STL Weather today, September 25th, 2022, we have the latest details on what you can expect this week in the St. Louis area, as well as your 7-day forecast to let you know what you can expect this week in the St. Louis area, if it's going to be a chilly week or not. We're also going to talk to you guys about Tropical Storm Ian, um, which is in the Caribbean, which could be heading to Florida very, very soon. We'll talk to you guys about that. And of course, we're finalizing on where you can find me, all of that coming up. And welcome in the STL weather. Today is September 25th. Hopefully, you guys are having a great Sunday. We have to talk to you guys about what you can expect this week in the St. Louis area. I know a lot of you guys missed me last week, but I am back this week. This week, we have a lot of things going on, especially out of Missouri, which has to do with Florida and lots of areas like that, because they could be preparing for a hurricane. We'll talk to you guys about that later on in the video. And of course, updates on that hurricane. I'm going to actually be posting updates about that hurricane on my Twitter page, so you probably want to follow me there. I'll talk to you guys about that later on in the video. This week, it's not going to be a bad week. Morning temperatures are going to be low, though. That's the main issue. But the highs will warm up by the end of the week, which may make you guys pretty sad. But Monday, the high is going to be 72 degrees, partly cloudy. It's going to be windy out there, gust up to 28 miles per hour the last time I checked. The low will be 52 degrees. Now here's where it gets pretty cold. Tuesday, the high is okay, but the low is not. Tuesday will be a high of 73 degrees with a low of 47 degrees. Now, Wednesday will be 68 degrees with a low of 46. So not a really good day when it comes to warming up. Temperatures will warm up slowly but surely. But of course, they'll warm up to around 70 degrees on Wednesday. Thursday, partly cloudy, 68 degrees with a low of 44. Yeah, I know. And Friday, 71 degrees with a low of 45 degrees. Now, the weekend, that's when we start getting a warm up. 75 degrees with a low of 47. Updates on Twitter page, my Twitter page on the weekend forecast. And as we warm up even more, a little bit more on Sunday, 76 degrees with a low of 47. So again, some of these days it could actually be pretty sunny out there, but I've kept partly cloudy for each and every day on the forecast this week. Not a bad week, but please dress up warm in the morning. It's going to be pretty chilly out there since we're not used to these cold temperatures. Now, let's talk to you guys about the tropics right now, which potentially could become a hurricane right now, which is Tropical Storm Ian. That's what it is if you're watching it on a Sunday, potentially becoming a hurricane as it moves towards Florida. Now, some of the models show it moving directly at Florida. Some of the models showing the eye of the storm moving towards Florida, towards the western portions of Florida. And so the models have really showed that it's going to stay more to the east and potentially impacting Florida a lot. And of course, this track that you're seeing here, this is basically where the eye of the storm will go. Anywhere outside of the eye, you can still get impacts. For example, places like Cuba and places like that. And of course, the southern portions of Florida could be dealing with these impacts. And so, to let you know what is happening right now, it isn't a big thing right now. Where the way it is right now, as you can see how the current information about the maximum sustained wind gust, it isn't so impressive right now, but it looks like it's going to continue to strengthen as it moves towards Florida, eventually going to move towards Georgia as of right now. There could be a lot of changes to where this hurricane may move in. Of course, when it moves in the land, it'll start to weaken. Some of the models showing it weaken as it makes landfall into Florida. Some of the models are showing it very strong as it hits Florida. So there's still a lot of questions on what's really going to happen. But you can see the best time frame for this, where people really got to be alert and looking at that news, would be from Wednesday to Friday. You can look at it tomorrow. No one is going to stop you from looking at it tomorrow. But where you really need to pay attention to the forecast is going to be to Wednesday through Friday. And so since there's still a lot of questions for that forecast in Florida, all we can tell you is make sure you're prepared, because a lot of changes can happen with this tropical storm, which potentially will be becoming a hurricane as it moves towards Florida. But there are a lot of stuff that can stop this hurricane from becoming strong in portions of Florida. So if you're in Florida, do not freak out. We still have some time to work this out, because normally models that show something so impressive don't become impressive, and we've seen that in the past. So western parts of Florida are the places that at right now, my best thinking, western Florida is going to get the biggest hit, and then it'll start to weaken as it moves towards the northern portion of Florida. But that is what we have right now. And so just stay updated on my Twitter page. I'll continue to keep you guys updated on my Twitter page. And yeah, this is something we gotta watch very carefully. And of course, I know a lot of you guys, if you watched my previous videos, you saw me covering tropics, and you're probably like, this is a St. Louis weather channel, so why am I covering it? Just trying to bring extra information to my weather channel. It doesn't always have to just be about St. Louis, but it can also be from other places that could impact Missouri. Will this have any impact on Missouri? No, it is not going to have any impact on Missouri, especially when you're looking at the 7-day forecast. It doesn't look like it's going to have an impact on Missouri or Illinois. But we got to really keep an eye on this. So I really need you to not just pay attention to this video, but pay attention to the latest forecast. Because if you're watching this on a Wednesday or watching it on a Thursday, there could be a lot of changes, and there could be a huge hurricane maybe moving towards your area. So act now. Make sure you have a plan for this hurricane as it moves towards Florida. Again, this is Florida. This is not going to impact Missouri or Illinois. So that is the information that you do need to know. And so thank you for watching this video. Make sure you download Twitter and follow me. Link will be down in the description, and we will see you guys in the next weather update. Okay, so